Deep beneath the North Atlantic's depths is a wonder to discover, a modern feat concealed beneath the waters of the North Atlantic. An unparalleled underwater adventure beyond your wildest imagination, where the untamed Faroe Islands landscape gives way to a realm of creativity and resourcefulness. Here lies the world's most remote underwater roundabout, the Eysturoy Tunnel, which connects far-off islands and shapes the future of transportation. A tunnel well known for having an overall road length of 11.238 kilometers, making it the second longest subsea road tunnel in the world. The roundabout is also the first subsea roundabout in history. In this video, we'll examine the features of the world's most remote MegaProject and its series of associated events. Stay tuned. The Eysturoy Tunnel, an amazing feat located deep below the waters of the Faroe Islands, is home to the world's most distant underwater roundabout. The Faroe Islands are an archipelago situated in the North Atlantic Ocean between Iceland and Norway. They are well known for their untamed landscape, striking cliffs, and severe weather. A groundbreaking infrastructural undertaking, the Eysturoy Tunnel aims to increase accessibility and mobility within the isolated island group. The Eysturoy Tunnel is also noted for its unique artwork. The well-known Faroese artist Trondur Patterson has metal artwork and lighting effects installed at the roundabout. Featuring a combination of light effects and human silhouettes, the 80-meter artwork was specially created for the tunnel by him. The oxidation and color change of the metal plates shall be permitted. What led to the construction of the Eysturoy Tunnel? The two largest islands in the Faroe Islands archipelago, Eysturoy and Streymoy, presented transportation issues for locals and companies, leading to the construction of the Eysturoy Tunnel. Before the tunnel was built, the only way to travel between these two islands was by ferry, which had irregular timetables and was affected by bad weather. The tunnel aims to improve connectivity and shorten travel times for locals and tourists by offering a dependable, all-weather transportation link. What are the unique features of the Eysturoy Tunnel that make it stand out? The Eysturoy Tunnel has a submerged roundabout about 623 feet below the Atlantic Ocean's surface. Two submerged tunnels join at the roundabout, facilitating vehicle transitions between the tunnels and offering a secure and effective way to traverse the underwater road. To guarantee structural integrity and safety during the construction of the roundabout, careful planning, sophisticated tunneling techniques, and state-of-the-art technology were needed. The creative design of the roundabout improves safety and streamlines traffic flow for vehicles commuting between the islands of Streymoy and Eysturoy. The Eysturoy Tunnel is one of the world's longest underwater tunnels, measuring about 11 kilometers. It stretches from the Runavik village on the island of Eysturoy to the Strendur village on the nearby island of Streymoy. The tunnel descends to a maximum depth of 614 feet below sea level, cutting a deep hole into the water to establish a dependable and direct transportation route between the two islands. Modern technology and sophisticated tunneling methods were used during the construction of the Eysturoy Tunnel to carve subterranean passageways through the stony seabed. At the same time, workers toiled non-stop to reinforce and stabilize the tunnel walls and ceilings. Tunnel boring machines were utilized to cut through the bedrock. To maintain the structural integrity and safety of the tunnels, the construction process requires rigorous planning, precise engineering, and careful coordination. The Eysturoy Tunnel is outfitted with cutting-edge safety and ventilation systems to guarantee the health and welfare of tunnel users and preserve the best possible air quality inside the tunnels. While exhaust systems remove pollutants and control temperature and humidity levels, ventilation shafts and ductwork deliver fresh air throughout the tunnel. Safety measures, including emergency exits, fire suppression systems, and communication systems, are installed throughout the tunnel in case of emergencies like fires or accidents. These facilities are designed to make evacuation and rescue operations easier. Notwithstanding the Eysturoy Tunnel's remarkable engineering feats, eyebrows were raised regarding its construction. Let's see why. Questions have been raised about its effects on biodiversity and marine habitats throughout its construction and operation. Some of the strategies used to lessen these effects were the use of environmentally friendly building materials, stringent environmental monitoring procedures, and a reduction in dredging operations. Features to reduce pollution risk and guarantee the safety of marine life in the nearby waterways are also incorporated into the tunnel's construction. Thankfully, accessibility and transportation connectivity within the Faroe Islands archipelago have been greatly enhanced with the completion of the Eysturoy Tunnel. How was the Eysturoy Tunnel made? Let's take a quick trip into the construction process. The construction of the Eysturoy Tunnel started with extensive planning and preparation. Geological surveys and environmental evaluations were conducted to acquire information on the seabed conditions, geological formations, and possible environmental effects of the project. Planners and engineers examined this data to establish the best path for the tunnel and create intricate architectural blueprints. The geological stability of the surrounding area, the seabed's composition, and the water's level were all carefully taken into account during the construction of the Eysturoy Tunnel. To guarantee the efficiency and safety of vehicle traffic going through the tunnel, engineers built it to withstand high water pressure, seismic activity, and other environmental dangers. To comply with regulations and guarantee the safety of tunnel users, the tunnel design also included elements like ventilation systems, emergency exits, and safety barriers. Tunnel boring machines with sophisticated drilling and excavation capabilities were used to excavate the Eysturoy Tunnel. To construct the submerged tunnels, these enormous machines were lowered into place at the locations where the tunnel shafts would begin. They then started to cut through the stony seabed. Conveyor belts brought the debris excavated to the surface so that it could be disposed of, while the TBMs used revolving cutter heads to break up the rock and dirt. The tunneling procedure moved along gradually as workers toiled non-stop to move the tunnels closer to their destination. The engineers stabilized and reinforced the surrounding rock formations when the tunnels were dug out. To stop collapses and preserve the structural integrity of the tunnels, shotcrete, steel supports, and rock bolts had to be installed. In certain regions with tough geological conditions, extra reinforcing techniques, including grouting and ground freezing, were used to guarantee the durability of the tunnel ceilings and walls. Working in the North Atlantic Ocean's undersea environment presented extraordinary obstacles for construction personnel. There were dangers to worker and equipment safety and logistics because of high water pressure, powerful currents, and unfavorable weather. The building activities, such as underwater drilling, blasting, and concrete laying, were supported by specialized marine vessels and equipment. Installing vital parts, including safety systems and tunnel sections, as well as checking and maintaining underwater infrastructure, required the expertise of divers. The Eysturoy Tunnel officially opened to traffic, providing a crucial transportation link between the Faroe Islands of Eysturoy and Streymoy. The tunnel's completion marked a significant milestone in improving transportation connectivity and accessibility within the remote island chain, benefiting residents, businesses, and visitors alike. The tunnel was built over several years, and testing and inspections were carried out to ensure that it met safety and quality standards. Since the construction of the Eysturoy Tunnel, locals and tourists have enjoyed several benefits and impacts. Let's look at some of them. The Eysturoy Tunnel's improved transportation connectivity bolstered the region's economic development. Between the islands of Eysturoy and Streymoy, the tunnel has lowered transportation costs, facilitated the flow of products and services, and encouraged commercial activity. Additionally, it has created new avenues for leisure and tourism, promoting economic expansion and employment creation. Thanks to the Eysturoy Tunnel, you can easily explore the beautiful scenery, historical sites, and outdoor recreational opportunities on the islands of Eysturoy and Streymoy. More lavish visitor spending and arrivals due to the more accessible transit have benefited neighborhood establishments, lodging providers, and cultural attractions. The Eysturoy Tunnel has reduced the region's transportation sector's negative environmental effects. Overall, environmental quality and sustainability have improved as a result of the tunnel's provision of a dependable substitute for ferry services, which has decreased noise pollution, lowered the risk of marine accidents, and cut emissions from maritime boats. By offering a direct transit connection between the islands of Eysturoy and Streymoy, the Eysturoy Tunnel has improved emergency response capabilities. Emergency responders can reach impacted areas promptly in emergencies, including medical emergencies, accidents, and natural disasters, enhancing public safety and well-being. Amidst all these benefits, we look at the impact of the Eysturoy Tunnel. Temporary disturbances to nearby villages resulting from the Eysturoy Tunnel construction could have included construction-related noise, dust, and traffic congestion. The nearby businesses and inhabitants may have been inconvenienced by these construction site disruptions, even if they were required to finish the project. Despite efforts to reduce them, the Eysturoy Tunnel's construction and operation may have certain negative environmental effects, such as disruption of marine habitats and biodiversity. Although steps were taken to lessen these effects during the building phase, continuing oversight and management may be necessary to address any possible long-term repercussions. Local governments in charge of the Eysturoy Tunnel's maintenance may face financial difficulties due to its operational and maintenance expenses. Regular maintenance, safety checks, and repairs are required for the tunnel to remain safe and functional, necessitating a continuous financial and resource commitment. The Eysturoy Tunnel's increased transit connectivity may cause social and cultural shifts in the surrounding areas. Increased movement and interaction between the islands of Streymoy and Eysturoy may impact community identity, social dynamics, and cultural exchange, which may have both beneficial and detrimental effects on the people who live there and their way of life. The Eysturoy Tunnel's increasing tourism may boost the economy, but it may also bring problems like congestion, stress on the infrastructure, and commercialization of culture. To guarantee sustainable and ethical tourism development that benefits both tourists and locals, local communities may need to manage the constraints posed by tourism carefully. Finally, the Eysturoy Tunnel, which provides a crucial transportation link between the isolated Faroe Islands of Eysturoy and Streymoy, is a magnificent engineering and infrastructure development feat. One of the most isolated undersea roundabouts in the world, located deep below the waters of the North Atlantic Ocean, is significant due to its inventive design, cutting-edge building methods, and revolutionary effects. What are your thoughts about the world's most remote infrastructure megaproject? Could you share it with us in the comment section? We love to hear what our viewers think about our video. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, remember to share and subscribe. Thank you and bye for now.